Welcome back to Immigration News. Today, we have an exciting update for all of you planning to immigrate to the United States. In 2023, the U.S. immigration authorities introduced a groundbreaking change: interviews waived for certain U.S. visa applicants. Let's dive into the details of this significant development. Explanation of the new policy. To start off, let's understand what this new policy means. The U.S. government has decided to waive the requirement of interviews for certain visa categories. This move aims to streamline the visa processing system and reduce the backlog of applications at the National Visa Center, NVC, and U.S. consulates worldwide. By waiving interviews, they are expediting the process for eligible applicants. Eligibility criteria for waived interviews. Now, you might be wondering who exactly qualifies for this interview waiver. As of 2023, the U.S. authorities have outlined specific criteria for eligible applicants. Generally, the following categories may be exempted from interviews. Visa renewals. Applicants who are renewing their visas in the same category may qualify for an interview waiver, provided they meet certain conditions. Children and elderly. Applicants below a certain age, usually 14 years, or above a certain age, usually 79 years, might be eligible for an interview waiver. Diplomatic and official visa applicants. Government officials traveling for official purposes may also be exempted from interviews. NVC and consulate decision. The decision to waive interviews lies with the National Visa Center and the U.S. consulates processing the applications. They will carefully review each case and determine whether an interview is necessary based on the applicant's eligibility and documentation. It's important to note that even if you meet the criteria, the consular officer may still request an interview if they believe it's necessary to assess your application thoroughly. Benefits of interview waivers. This new policy brings several advantages to both the applicants and the immigration authorities. Firstly, it speeds up the visa processing time, allowing eligible applicants to receive their visas sooner. Secondly, it reduces the burden on consulates and embassies, which have been facing significant backlogs due to increased immigration applications. Moreover, it can save applicants from the stress and inconvenience of attending an interview, especially if they are in remote locations far from the nearest consulate. How to apply for interview waiver. Now, you might be wondering how to apply for the interview waiver if you meet the eligibility criteria. The process is relatively straightforward, but it's crucial to follow the instructions provided by the U.S. authorities carefully. Visa application form. Begin by filling out the appropriate visa application form for your category. Ensure that you accurately complete all the required fields and provide all necessary supporting documents. Check eligibility. Review the eligibility criteria for interview waivers on the official U.S. government websites or consult with an immigration attorney to confirm that you qualify. Interview waiver confirmation. If you meet the criteria, the NVC or the U.S. consulate will inform you of your eligibility for the interview waiver after reviewing your application. Submit documents. Submit all the required documents as specified by the NVC or consulate. This typically includes your passport, visa application form, supporting documents, and any additional forms or fees. Wait for decision. Once you've submitted your application and documents, wait for the NVC or consulate's decision. If they approve the interview waiver, you'll be notified of the further steps to proceed. Exceptions and additional considerations. While the interview waiver policy is a significant development, it's essential to understand that not all visa categories are eligible for this exemption. Certain visa types, such as employment-based visas, family-based visas, and immigrant visas, may still require an interview as part of the standard process. Additionally, the interview waiver is not guaranteed, even if you meet the specified criteria. Consular officers retain the right to request an interview if they believe it's necessary to evaluate an applicant's eligibility thoroughly. Furthermore, this policy is subject to change and may be modified by the U.S. government based on evolving immigration needs and security considerations. Therefore, it's crucial to stay up to date with the latest information from official sources. Thank you for tuning in to Immigration News. We appreciate your support and will continue to bring you the latest updates and insights on U.S. immigration. Stay hopeful, stay informed, and until next time.